Who's disappointed? Who's let down? And who wants their forgotten about players to get some love? This has been ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, and I hope that we can get some love here soon. If you want to talk about, let's check it out, guys. It's the forgotten players that may never get upgrades. But who thinks this is ridiculous and who is disappointed? Leave it in the comment section down below who the one player is that has been the biggest letdown for your squad based on EA progression that is just not showing you any love. But let's look at the list of players that have been a little bit of a letdown so far this year. So the X Factors haven't been doing too bad, as we see Nikita Kucherov is a 94, Adam Fox is a 94, Miro Heiskanen is a letdown as he's still only a 91 with Dallas being in the playoffs. How is that possible? This is going to be the first card that is going to be letting people down, as they have this X Factor. They've been wanting to power it up. They've been wanting to use them, but apparently he's just not getting cards. And up until recently, William Nylander was a 91. At least he's a 93 now, giving him a little bit of love. Does that mean we will get a Heiskanen card maybe Tuesday, maybe tomorrow, or maybe Wednesday? Who knows? But we need a Heiskanen card bad, as he is our first major letdown, as he's only a 91, which is completely unusable right now in NHL 25. And then Barkov is going to be a little bit of a letdown, as one, he's a 93 overall, so that is decent because we're in 95 range right now, 94, 95 range. So 93 is decent, but it's still a letdown when you think of the ultimate X Factor. That is a massive letdown for reasons like Sidney Crosby being a card you need to put in to get Barkov is higher than Barkov. So Sidney Crosby's been a good one. Cale Makar has been a good one. Leon Draisaitl's been a good one. And Connor Bedard is fine at 93 overall, but he's tied with Barkov. Every single one of these cards is either tied with or better than the ultimate card you need. So even though Barkov is a 93, he feels very forgotten about, very left behind, and like, what are we doing here? He is going to be a second letdown for me. Again, leave that in the comment section if you believe it, because I truly believe he is a massive letdown that he's not a 95 right now. He should be at least a 95. These ultimate cards should be one higher than their chasing counterparts. And then that brings us to the most controversial one possible. Absolutely the most controversial one possible. And that is going to be the icons, right? There is a massive gap in icons and it is ridiculous. So we got Wayne Gretzky at a 94. That's acceptable. Cards are at a 94, 95 outside of fantasy cards. So this is understandable. Matt Sundin being at a 93 is understandable, right? You're going to have a 93, 94 overall difference, and that's going to be understandable, like I said, as you can't have every card maxed out all the time. You need somewhere to go week to week. Maybe Matt Sundin gets an upgrade this week or next week, making him a 94 or 95. We don't know. So that needs to be somewhere to go. However, this card is absolutely the most disappointing thing that I have seen yet this year, and that is currently on my team. I'm waiting for Nick Lindstrom to get an upgrade. He's an ultimate chase card. He is a card that people get excited for. He's a name people get excited for, and he is unusable. You built this card. You put whatever investment, whether you got this card in October and you put the $3 million you needed into it, or you got this card just the other day and you put the $500,000 you needed into it. This card is a massive letdown that he is not getting upgraded, and this needs to be addressed. This is my most disappointing card of the year. And what is yours? Daniel Alfredsson being at a 91. How are we still at 91 when we're talking about chase cards? Chase cards are the ultimate driver. They're the ultimate thing that have you playing this game all the time. They drop MSPs, they drop event cards, they drop champs cards, they drop stuff for you to get week to week, but these are ultimate chase cards and they are not worth chasing, which is unfortunate. You should want people building as many of these as possible. You get a new 94 Daniel Alfredsson, I didn't have his card, that should make me want to go build it to get him on my team. But that's not the case because he's never getting upgrades. Chris Chelios just finally got an upgrade. He was stuck in the Nick Lindstrom 90 overall category. Gordie Howe got his 94 upgrade, so again, we're looking good. And then when you look at Jerome McGinley, he's a 94. And then you look at Mario Lemieux, without a doubt, one of the best players to ever play the game. And he's not even one of the best cards in the game. He's not 99 faceoff, so he's unusable on center. He's not 93 speed, he's 91 speed, so he's unusable on the wing. This is a 93 overall card that is completely unusable because one, how it's built, and two, it's not, like, he should be a 95 right now. Him and Gretzky should be 95s right now. They should be ahead of MSPs. Scott Niedermayer still only a 92. And I think that was only due to the warp speed event that bumped him up to a 92. So how long has that been since we've seen Scott Niedermayer get an upgrade? That's like a month and a half past now. Warp speed was like a month and a half ago, and we still haven't got another Scott Niedermayer upgrade, getting him up to 94. These hollows, these chase cards need to be coming up, and this is just not happening. And then Patrick Waugh, poor Patrick Waugh owners. I'm sorry if you made a Avalanche theme team or a Colorado theme team or a Montreal theme team, but this is just, what is this? A 90 overall. First of all, 6'2" goalies are hard enough to get away with anyways. And then you got one of the best goalies to ever play the game, and he's still only a 90. These are the disappointing, forgotten players that EA needs to start addressing. And it's unfortunate, because you would love to see more and more people go and chase these cards, because they got, first of all, they got fire card art. Absolutely fire card art. Great animation. The autograph comes across. I love this card art. But unfortunately, they're not on people's teams, and you can't use them because they're not getting upgraded. But on a positive note, we did get a couple of more upgrades for Daily Hat Trick, which is going to lead me into the, can we get more Daily Hat Trick moments? Can we get some objectives? Can we get something to earn more Daily Hat Trick cards? But we did get it, and we got a slight bump in card art as we switch from the green to, I'm going to say, is bronze or gold, whatever we want to call it. But this card is absolutely fire, and I can't wait to get him up to a 95. He's going to be fun, 97 speed, 6'4". He's going to be a good goalie to have, and that's why I picked him. But that's a positive note. These guys got bumped up to 95, and that's huge. They're staying with the progression. They are at 95 overall, which is where the highest MSP is, so that's good. But our holos and our X factors aren't there. They're not at the highest progression. They're being left behind by MSPs. Now we might as well just throw this in there, because I mean, I just want to talk about it at the end of this video. The XP path is about to end in like 10 days. And what do we got? We got Jack Eichel, who's a right-handed American, 6'2", 27 years old. We got Victor Hedman, left-handed defenseman, 6'7", 33 years old. Dylan Larkin, 28 years old, left-handed, 6'1". We got 6'4" Brady, left-handed, 25 years old. And we've got Jason Arnott, who's retired at 6'5". This was the shift that maybe you're starting to think coming into the summer, we might have a 98. I'm going to say, safe bet, 98 overall XP player. And that XP player could be a retired player. And could they hit us with like a Zdeno Chara or something like that? I think that'd be sick. Please, EA, don't hit us with a goalie. We don't want to see that. But I just can't wait to see the progression of this. And this Jason Arnott, yes, is still miles better than so many other cards. He's a 96, but he's got 99 face-off with 95 speed. So not only is he super fast for a centerman, but he's perfect on the 99 face-off. He's got quick draw, close quarters, and dynamite shooting. This card is unbelievable, and I just hope the 98 follows, because the cards that we're dropping right now are not better than this card, that's how it should be. We shouldn't have cards better than this Jason Arnott until the XP path ends and the new one begins, and that's how it's looking, which is really good, because this is a really dynamite card, and I enjoy that you get to keep it on your team for longer, but the holos need to upgrade. I just wanted to take a quick minute to talk about that, guys, as holos are a big part of this game. The icons are a big part of this game. X factors are a big part of this game. And as long as they keep going like they're going, it appears they're not going to be anything important in this game. It looks like next year, how we've got to gauge our teams and how we got to prepare to play is, one, you grind the XP path, use the XP players, and two, you absolutely smash fantasy events, because they are obviously the most important cards, the most beneficial cards, and the best cards to have. And then you ignore X factors and icons, and maybe grab yourself a couple team of the years, team of the seasons, but those are slow progression as well. Case in point, we insert Natalie Spooner here and say, wow, she's still the 90 she was back in January. Or Kristen Campbell still being a 92. As for the updates on team of the season, we're going to have to give that a month to marinate. We don't know who's going to be left behind, but I guarantee you there'll be at least 2 cards that are left at 94 when the other cards are at 96 and 97. But hey, let that marinate. We'll give time to see. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. It was a little bit of a rant, but it was just, what cards are you disappointed about their progression so far and feel like they've been left in the dirt and they need to get upgrades? But thank you guys. Hope you did enjoy it. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.